Hello, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to demonstrate how you can use quickchart.io with Power Automate to easily generate charts that you can use from within Power Automate. So if we have a quick look at, first of all, what the final result will be, we're going to generate a flow which produces charts that look like these. There are loads of different charts on here which you can generate. So let's just step straight into it and have a look. Now, the list that I'm going to use to generate my chart is here. The JSON that we need to end up with looks a little bit like this. So let's just start and then it will make more sense. So I've got a flow here which just does the get items from there, from that SharePoint list. And now I need just to get the assigned to column. So let's do that first. No, I want a select. That's going to come from there. I'm going to put it into text mode and I just want the assign to display name. So this is going to produce me an array of items that have been assigned, just assignee names, but there will be duplicates in there. So I need to get unique values. So I'm going to union twice. I'm going to test that quickly. Okay, so now we've got a unique list of assignees. If I look here, there would have been a much longer list. So we've got our unique list of assignees, which we can use in a for each loop. Now what I'm going to do is filter get items on the basis of each unique assignee. Okay, so that is going to filter the output of get items where assigned to is equal to the assignee in this loop. I'm going to do a compose action. Okay. Okay, so let's explain what we've done there. So this each loop goes round this array here. So this filter then gives us only back the items from SharePoint where the assigned to is equal to the assigned to from this array. Then it does a length of that filter array to figure out how many items are assigned to each assignee. Then this compose here will give us an array of that output. So let's just test that quickly. Okay, so we've got 4, 3, and 2, and they match up with these assignees. So this is 4, 3, and 2. So that gives us enough data to be able to generate a chart. Just going to rename this. We'll call this assignee count. So then we can do a HTTP action. This is where the fun bit starts. And we are going to do a post request. Let's just add a compose here, it makes things a bit clearer. So what we'll do is we'll take this JSON, put it here. So this specifies all the details of the chart that we want, and all of this information can be had from the chart gallery. On here they have got a sandbox editor where you can produce any kind of chart that you want. It's really easy because it generates the code for you here. So I copied this, just modified it slightly to use in Flow. So we've got our properties of the chart here, and then we get actually down to the chart here. If we look at it in Notepad, it'll be slightly easier to see. So from here to here is the actual properties of the chart, and here's some additional attributes: the background color, width, height, and format. So with that done, we need to put in our data. So our data is going to be the output from the assignee count array, and the labels will be the output from the unique assignees. So that is going to be enough, just those two basic arrays, to generate a chart. So then we can go ahead and do the HTTP request, and all I'll do is put in the HTTP body that we generated here into that. Of course, this could all be done in one step, but we'll leave it like that for now. So if we test this, you see that we should get back an image PNG, and this is the base 64 of the image. So now we can get straight on to using that for something useful. Just got to copy this. So I'm going to do a send an email action. Now we can just go ahead and put our image source in here. I'm just going to actually do it in a separate compose action, just so it makes it a bit clearer. I will just put these things in manually so you can see. So image data is going to be dynamic content. It is just the body, but we need to get down to the content type. So if I pick the code, body HTTP, let's get rid of that. We'll go body HTTP content type. And then the base 64. Okay. And then here I can just put in the dynamic content from that. Of course, I could just copy this and put it in there, but we'll leave it separate for now. Okay, so there's a small error in the expression. Let's just go and have a look at that. That looks all right. Oh yeah, this one's got an invalid property, so let's just update that. Try again. Okay, so the flow has run successfully, so I should be getting an email with that image in it. Of course, it didn't work. Let's have a look why. Let's just view the source. As you can see here, I made another error in that expression. I put the content type in twice instead of the content type and then the actual content. Yeah. Save that. Let's go and check it again. Okay, so here is our email with our images attached. or embedded rather. And so that works pretty well and only took a moment to generate. Obviously the second one that I showed you in my original example is just another of the same kind of query, just bringing out slightly different data. So hopefully that shows you how quickly you can build this up to generate charts. I'll just show you a couple of other fun things that you could do with it. Let's get rid of the send email action. And let's get rid of this action. And instead we will do a create file action. And I've got my test site. And I'll put it into shared documents. I'll give it a file name. Here I can literally just use the HTTP body as the output. Okay, so if I run this now, go back to here, I should get a PNG file in here, which is the chart. So if we come back to here, to our list, we've got our issue tracker. But if we come back to home and we do a new page, and we'll just do a blank page, I'm just going to set this to be a plain web part. I'm going to put an image in here. In fact, I want to change this. We get rid of that web part and do a 2-column. Add an image in. And then we'll add our assignees image. And then we'll add another web part down here, which will be the list web part. We'll do issue tracker. So now we can get a couple of charts up the top with the list underneath, and you could run that on a recurrence flow and quickly see a visualization of the status of the chart below. Of course, you could do this with a Power BI component, but I was just showing you other uses for it. And in fact, the complete flow, which is over here, if I run this one, this one should generate us 2 images. Should be assignees and something else. I forget what the other one I called. Assignments and statuses. So if we go back to here, edit this page, add another image here. There we go. So now we get 2 charts. The first one doesn't have a title. Let's go back and have a look, because that was in the one that we created here. I didn't put in a title. So I save that. And then rerun this flow. And then come back to here and refresh. It has now got a title. So overall, I think QuickCharts.io is very easy to use and a handy little way of making those charts up. Give it a try, see how you get on. All the code you need will be in the blog post, which is linked in the description, so do check that out as well. Good luck. Let me know how you get on, and if you get stuck, reach out to me and I'll see if I can help you out. Cheers. Bye-bye.